Well, hello, Canaan. Hope all of you are having a good week and staying warm and safe with all the snow and ice we've had this week. And looks like more cold is coming. But anyway, just want to bring you this week's update and let you know a few things going on. First is we shared some exciting news this past Sunday. The Personnel Committee made the presentation to move forward in bringing the motion for the church to bring Pastor Brian Davidson on now as the new campus pastor for the Melville campus. So we're excited for that recommendation. And so just to let you know kind of the way we're proceeding with that is this coming Sunday, February 14th at 4 p.m. There will be a church-wide question and answer time with Pastor Brian and his wife Jeanette. That way you can ask your questions of them or of the Personnel Committee or whoever. And we'll share more about the Melville campus and how that's looking to unfold. And so that'll be super exciting. So that's this Sunday at the 14th. And then on February 21st, Pastor Brian will actually be preaching and bringing the message. And then there will be a church-wide vote Sunday morning, February 28th at the end of both services, which we'll make sure is available both here in person and online as well. So we're excited about those next steps. And the personnel is already, working through and being ready for if Pastor Brian is approved by you to become the campus pastor, then immediately be working to secure a new pastor of student ministries. And until that position is secured, Pastor Brian will continue in the student ministry role to make sure that our teenagers are well led and cared for and ministered to, and that we just don't miss a beat there, because so many great things are happening with their teenagers and their children. We don't want to do anything to damage the great things going on there. So, but really excited about what's going on with the Melville campus and bringing Pastor Brian on as the campus pastor there. I know the Personnel Committee looked at many resumes and did quite a few number of interviews, and so it was just exciting to see God just continue to move and orchestrate that whole process. Secondly, there is a regular business meeting coming up on Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, February the 21st. And at that business meeting, we do have a motion on the table to amend the bylaws. And that simple amendment is to make the possibility for business meeting and voting to happen both in person and via an online platform like Zoom, to make that a long-term permanent a reality for us. So we do believe that's one of the changes we'll see long-term because of COVID and the increased functionality of online and presence and that sort of thing. So that amendment is on the table to be discussed, voted on Sunday afternoon, February 21st. So anyway, those are some big things happening. Also, just to let you know about Easter, we're excited about Easter coming up, and we have 2 Easter outreach events planned this year, not just one. So instead of doing the one big event here, we can't, because of coronavirus, we can't do the normal egg drop and the big fair and carnival type atmosphere we have in our parking lot. But what we are going to do is on March the 20th, Saturday, March the 20th, we're going to have a special Easter event at the Melville campus. And there will be a gospel dramatization of the resurrection story. There will be games, there'll be bounce houses and those sort of things. It'll be a smaller scale than what we've done here. We'll make sure there's masks and social distancing where appropriate. But that's on Saturday, March the 20th. But then on Saturday, March the 27th, here at the Oakville campus, what we now know as Canaan Baptist Church, right? We're having a gospel presentation through an illusionist who has been here before. He did our Upwards program a few years ago and just did a phenomenal job sharing the gospel and really connecting with people of all ages. And it's just fantastic done. So we're doing that on Saturday, March 27th. There'll be 4 different shows for that, and kids will be able to come, families will be able to come, and we'll still do eggs and all of that with them as well. But 2 separate events, one for Melville campus, one for our Oakville campus, and just exciting to be able to do something like that for a community and use that platform to share the incredible gospel of Jesus Christ. So you've already seen some emails and some messages about volunteer opportunities. So we are just really want to encourage you to be a part of that. It's just going to be so much fun, and so we pray it's such a big impacting event So make plans on that. And then Good Friday night, Good Friday, we're having a Good Friday service. It'll be here at the church at 7 p.m. And of course, our Easter services. And as of right now, we're looking to keep just the 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock service time. But we'll see how COVID does. And in between now and then, things really open up because of vaccines. We'll address that. But as of right now, we're thinking 9 o'clock and 11 for our Easter services. Well, again, thanks to all of you, and just keep persevering. This past week we talked about the first part of return to normal, and looking at the book of Haggai and talking about the devastation of them going back and having to rebuild the city, and things not going exactly like maybe they thought that they would. And this week we're going to continue that conversation about shattered expectations and applying that to us as we begin to return out of COVID-19 pandemic. What does that look like? What kind of expectations are we bringing into a post-pandemic culture that may or may not be realistic? And so we're going to be talking about some of those things this coming Sunday. But most of all, how do we overcome unmet expectations? And we're going to make some application to marriages, because this Sunday is Valentine's Day. And in the marriage relationship, expectations are a big deal, especially when those expectations are not met. So how do we navigate that as followers of Jesus when our expectations are not met? So that'll be a fun Sunday, and very helpful for all of you. So we'll talk to you real soon. Have a blessed rest of the week. Stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you then.